Alright guys, so here's my 1400 point Tau list that is taking on in the rematch against the Guard. Today we have the actual Guard commander, Commander Grant, in here.
Hey
He's
guys.
just setting up. There's his army getting set up. Okay, so this is a dual combined arms detachment. We have the Ethereal there, and he is leading, this is a bit out of sequence, so 2 units of Recruit. There's only 8 guys in each again, so there's 10 men supposed to be in them. He has also got the Stealth team and the Crisis team here with Missile Pod and Burst Cannon. The Commander is leading the other. He's got 4 units of 5 Fire Warriors, 2 Pathfinder teams, this Crisis team here with the Plasma, and this Crisis team here with the Missile Pod, and the Riptide. The Riptide has the Stim, he has the Ion Cannon, basically equipped with what he's got, and he's also got, what's that, Bonding Knife Ritual. The Commander is equipped with no weapons, and he's got the Multi-Spectrum Sensor Suite, Command and Control Node, he's got Stim and the Iridium Suit. And that's it for my team. This is 1399 points. Alright guys, so here's the Astra Militarum, or Imperial Guard to you vets, 1400 points. I'm going to start out in the HQ. He hasn't opted for the banner or the medic. The plasma pistol is there, the plasma gun is there. That's the company command. And he is not the warlord. This squad here, everything is what you see is what you get minus the banner, and that's the platoon command. You've got an infantry squad here. You see 2 flamers in there, but one, let's just say that one isn't counting. That's just a las gunner. Vox and flamer, that's pretty much it. Another infantry squad, identical loadout, Vox flamer. You've got a veteran squad over here with just the 1 flamer and the Vox, and they are in a Chimera. They haven't opted for any of their doctrines as far as I know, have they?
No.
Yeah, that's good. So heading out over to here, you've got Pask in a Lehman Russ battle tank.
Heavy bolter.
Yep, just heavy bolter sponsons and a battle cannon. No last cannon, heavy bolter as well?
Heavy bolter, no sponsons.
Yeah, okay. And same again?
Yeah.
Okay. We've got a Manticore, a Wyvern, and a Demolisher. The Demolisher has just heavy bolters all around, right?
No.
No sponsons?
No sponsons.
Yeah, okay, cool. And that is Astra Militarum, 1400 points. Alright guys, so the deployment for the Guard. Pask and his battle tanks are up here, Demolisher in the front. There's a little squad here with flamers. The Wyvern and the Manticore are in this defense. Just about here. So guys, Grant has been collecting for a long time, but he doesn't get regular games, so he's inexperienced compared to the amount of games I've been playing. What we've done to balance these armies, I'll go over the tower deployment in a minute. I've given him the choice of mission, deployment, first or second turn, night fighting. Did you want to choose night fighting? Off, okay. So he has, and I also gave him the option of choosing warlord, but I didn't know Pask was going to be in here, so that should hopefully balance. He's opted for the Eternal War mission, and he's gone for Purge the Alien. So this should help him. He's opted to keep half his army in reserve, all the stuff that could give away, first blood, even though he does have first turn. And that's the Guard deployment. Tower deployment. The Commander is in the back field, attached to the Missile Pod team. There is another Missile Pod Burst Cannon team just in the front here. They have the homing beacon there. There's a little stealth team, Riptide anchoring there. 2 units that are about to scout up of Pathfinders. Hopefully they don't die. Spread them out because that Wyvern will cause pain. I'll just come over here and show line of sight. I've tried to block as much as I can of the scary stuff. So down here, there's not much that should be able to be seen down here. and that'll hopefully help me survive. Alright, before the game, these guys have scouted up, but most importantly, seize the initiative. Nah. End of guard shooting phase. We're just doing summaries for this one because I am in the game shop and I don't know how long time-wise and stuff. So, no line of sight on this unit, no line of sight of them. The Wyvern fired up and over onto this guy's head. It's scattered to this. Grant decided to keep it because they do have a homing beacon on them. Ended up getting 6 saves on that squad there alone. I passed every single save, so that was a bit unfortunate there on Grant's behalf. So, in retaliation to that, this fired a missile, D3, rolled a 2, so 1 missile. He decided to pop it on this guy's head here, and that just basically scattered to hit 3 guys. Yeah, it scattered off, ended up hitting the Riptide only, a 7-inch scatter, and rolled my 2+ armor, it was fine. So an unfortunate turn for the guard there, but let's see what the Tau can do in their first turn. Tau movement phase, turn 1. These guys have moved up, Pathfinders. These guys couldn't make their move. These Pathfinders up and over, trying to block line of sight as much as I can to those filthy Lehman Russes. And these guys have just got a good line of sight out over the battlefield. Riptide is in no line of sight, but he's out of line of sight of things, so I've kept him there for now. Actually, let's just check that. Yeah, he's out of line of sight of things. So this unit has moved up, and everything that can get line of sight to that Manticore is getting line of sight to that Manticore. Priority number 1 for first blood. Alright, let's go for it. Alright guys, so in the shooting phase, end of Tau turn 1 shooting phase, it's been brutal. So I started with the Pathfinders up here, shot down and marker lighted the Manticore. Then this unit went +1 ballistic skill on the missile pods and ignores cover. So shot up and over. That Manticore is a flaming wreck. That was pretty lucky rolling actually. The commander's unit then went up and over and open fired. They are twin linked and ignores cover, and they destroyed the Wyvern there. So that's 2 points and first blood for 3 points there. Tau turn 1 assault move. Jump the Riptide up and over. I'll do his dangerous terrain test now. Yep, he fails. And passes his save. This unit moved up, this unit moved up to there, this unit moved up to there. Still struggling for line of sight on that. But by the way guys, we're playing good games in Gosford, New South Wales. If you ever want a game, this is where I'd be able to play. Imperial Guard, turn 2. These guys came in from reserve. This one moved up here, they came out 6. This company command squad is still in there. Yeah, the company command. They moved up and spread out, and they are getting down a nice line of sight onto this thing, hoping to scatter off and maybe hit them or them. We'll see. But the guard counterattack is coming. Alright guys, Imperial Guard shooting phase. The platoon commander ordered first rank fire, second rank fire on that squad, and the pinning suppressive fire on that one. That unit shot up and shot at the Riptide. Actually caused a wound. He just passed his feel no pain. And also, just as a joke, I rolled to see if he would have been pinned. I rolled a 10, so yeah. This unit here, first rank fire, second rank fire, went up and shot at this lone remaining guy in here, which I'll go over who shot them. That lone remaining guy had 5 3+ go to ground saves on him and passed every single one. A combination of these 2 chimeras wiped out the stealth squad that was there. The very last roll just killed that fusion gunner. Over here, the demolisher tank fired up and over, and killed about 3 of the Pathfinders and failed to wound the Riptide. Would have been good for a scatter off to there. That's what we were aiming for there. Pask went up, shot everything at him, killed another guy there, failed to wound him, passed a few saves, and then there was one that went through and feel no pain passed. He went up and shot over and failed to do anything. So not a bad phase. He got a point on the board there, went hell for leather on that last guy there to try and get another point to bring it to 3-2, but currently it's just 3-1 at the moment, guys. And that's it. So going into the Tau turn 2. Movement phase for Tau in turn 2. Outflanking these Kroot over here, and they've got a nice line of sight down to there. These teams have moved up with the commander. He's jumped up and moved over to here to get shots down on there. These guys have got line of sight down over there to Pask's unit. And these Pathfinders, I've grabbed as many in line of sight to Pask there.
This is why they need jump packs.
And the reason why I did that was because these guys just scattered over to here. I tried over there. So now I'm going to need cover because I'm shooting through there. Need to ignore cover.
They don't have the privilege.
Sorry, these guys came in, the Kroot came in, and out over here, behind here, this squad came in. Alright guys, turn 3 for the Tau. It's been a brutal, sorry, was that turn 2? Turn 2, oh god. Brutal turn for the Tau. So, started out by trying to marker light Pask's unit there with them, and they failed. This unit here, 5 shots, 5 marker light hits, so they did really well. He ripple fired his fusion gun down to the command squad there. The tank exploded. Then this squad cleaned up the rest of that squad, just bearing down lots of shots onto them. This squad open fired with all the missile pods onto that Chimera there, and only took 2 wounds off it, leaving the Kroot up to the job to finish it off. And that was only 1 wound went through, so that was just enough to get it. Over there, we'll swing around over to here. These guys stayed put and did nothing. And as you can tell, Pask is now a wreck. This squad over here with the 5 marker lights went to ballistic skill 6, ignores cover. Pask was there, and he is a wreck. So that's Warlord, and yeah, another point. Assault moves for the Tau. This unit just moved up and over. This unit here has just moved back. This unit here moved back. This guy took a wound to dangerous terrain. And the Riptide moved over there.
Oh no! Nice.
Alright, the Kroot, after killing that tank, there's a reaction here. These guys have come on, platoon command squad, and all these guys here, this squad over here is in support. This tank and this infantry column are moving down this flank where the entire battlefield is taking place, seeming to be ignoring that little Riptide now, whilst the Demolisher has moved up and over to place fire down on that flank. Imperial Guard has, turn 3, has blown...
Turn 2.
No, you had first turn. It's turn 3 for you. Blew up this crisis guy here, the plasma guy, was aiming for the whole squad. This squad moved up and over, couldn't see anything really, so just fired at him, didn't do anything. Only a few guys could kill guys here. No damage done on there. This little plucky lasgun guy from over there fired to here and killed that last crisis team. And that's all the damage that was done so far. Tau turn 3 movement. These guys have all moved up to gain line of sight on that Chimera because I want points. This Pathfinder squad up and over there, he's opted to ripple fire and it passed. These guys are getting line of sight on that as well. And this plasma team is moving up and over, trying to sort of get side shots or flank around, maybe rear armor on that one. Reserve wise, This unit stayed there. These came on there. This unit came on here. This unit here with the ethereal came on. And yet again, another 10-man recruit squad has outflanked over here. Turn 3 for the Tau. This unit here fired up and over and wrecked this. This unit here couldn't get actually any line of sight due to that, so they killed 2 guys from this squad. The Recruit ended up killing 6 guardmen from this squad here, who ran off the board. The melter guns, all the weaponry here failed to wound that tank. The melter guns, I needed 6s, but yeah, what can you do? Those Pathfinders missed. This squad here fired up everything there to give this the best chance to ignore cover, and scored scored 4 plus his ballistic skill, and also ignored cover, but still wasn't enough. He shot through and caused nothing. Everything else in the army is hiding because they're basically free kill points, and that's the end of the turn. Alright, end of turn 4 for the Imperial Guard. Everything's open fired. Just this one little veteran squad surviving here. Managed to put 1 wound through on the Pathfinder team, and he's passed his morale. Everyone else either didn't have line of sight, and that scattered off. They couldn't see much. So yes, unfortunate for the Guard there.
No, you have to declare it.
Turn 4 for the Tau. This unit here has moved up now to face off against these guys. The missile pods have gained up, and they are well within range of the rear armour of that. This guy here has jumped up over and behind this lip because he doesn't want to give away a point. These guys have all stayed. I have to still move him. And this crisis team here are in range of the rear armour of that tank. Alright, so Tau, turn 5, isn't it? This could be the end of the game. So I'll just do the start. What happened? These guys have, they were originally over here. So the missile pod unit here, sorry, that was my turn 4. The missile pod unit here fired up and over and wrecked him. The burst cannon squad killed a unit out here, killed about 4 of them there. He did nothing, so he's just jumped down and gone to here to stop that tank moving through so he can get a good line of sight over here. He's still hiding. Pretty much, they didn't do anything. They shot at the rear of this and oh no, they did. They caused 1 wound. The main event was Fruit charging in, just the right amount of attacks. 5 guys, 5 wounds. Then they consolidated finally into the forest. So, turn 5 for the Imperial Guard. Turn 5 Imperial Guard, total turn summary. This unit shot at the Recruit, Flamer and everything. Recruit are running. They were out of line of sight. He reversed up, protected his side and rear, but fired up and over, and a 12-inch scatter. Actually, the dice are still there. That direction, and that's what he rolled. He's got really bad luck with ordnance and scattering weapons, haven't you? Sad times. Tau turn 5. These guys have jumped back into terrain. I'll do their dangerous terrain test now. They're good. Where's the Riptide? Riptide has jumped up and over. He's passed his Nova Charge and he's opted for Ripple Fire again. This guy's jumped down. Everyone else in the army's pretty much stayed still on the flanks and stuff. This unit's moved out, better line of sight down through there. I'll see if you can get a good view.
Rough Riders 5.
Yeah, so you can only see about 3. And then this squad has moved up and over. This squad's running. Let's see what they can see. See a few. We can see a few guardsmen through there. So there you go.
all standard split fire.
Okay guys, turn 5 for the Tau, and the game is over. Just going for an overview on the battlefield. These guys did nothing, but they stayed alive, which kind of counts. They're running this unit here, there. At the end of the game, we didn't bother tallying up what the kill points were, because unfortunately for the guard, everything is dead. He would have survived with one guy there, but the tank exploded and blew him up. So that was a bit unfortunate there. So I hope you guys like the battle report, guys, and I hope you guys like the table. We're going to be trying to build a new table each time we come here, just to change it up from the usual ones we use.